Okay, now four takes are released or re-released already, yes, from the story The Caribbean of the Pirates. Anyway, I want to give you a little overview of the saga, you know, because it's a big story, yeah. And first of all, I want to say that the story that I wrote in 2017, inspired by the movies of Pirates of the Caribbean. And yes, I was very inspired by the all thankful because of the character of Jack Sparrow, you know, Sparrow, or how it was being, the way it was being spoken out. But Johnny Depp, you know, his role in these movies, because I know it is amazing to watching him doing that role, but also the other characters in the movie. So yes, I was very inspired by, especially after seeing the last movie that was out in 2017. So I was, of course, rewatching the previous movies, yes. But I was inspired. I was inspired by that story to create my own story of it, and I was very interesting to use the original characters of that movie and to put in my story, but not for say to use the same names, you know, as the original use in that Pirates of the Caribbean. So, for example, Jack Sparrow, you know, I wanted to give him a similar name but a little bit different, Jacky Sparrow. That's one example of it, and you see on the headband of the logo of the takes, yes, that you see the spiral kind of symbolically on the headband, yeah. So that represents Jacky Sparrow, yeah. Then you have Bambuza, or what was his name, the one with the beard, you know. In one time is a friend, and then in another time is an enemy of Jack, yeah. So, but yes, I used also him, that character, and I give it Captain Black Eye, you know. I give it that name on it. The Black Pearl comes also in my story as the Black Beacon. Then you have that ship of Captain Black Eye, you know. But in that movie Pirates of the Caribbean, that ship that he had, or I give the ship to it in my story for Captain Black Eye, that ship, the Embark, if I say it right, yeah. So, and but in take one, take two, you will come across that the Embark, you know, that name, yeah. So, and Lucy, yes, is the girlfriend of Jacky Sparrow. So she plays also a role in the story, especially in the take 7. She plays a big role in, but that will be explained, of course, when all when the take 5 and 6 are also released tomorrow and the next day. Then I can talk more about take 7, but because it's very interesting from there on also. But okay, so yes, take 1, 2, 3, 4 are now available, yeah. And you will, if you listen to the music, you know, I wanted to have a kind of movie, kind of music, you know, to not that each track is not that big in time length. I wanted to keep it very short, of course. Some are a little bit bigger, yes, here and there. But yes, take 4, 5, 6, can be a little bit different than on take 1, 2, 3. So because I wanted to have that also a little bit more power to it, yes. And so yes, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, are in continuously. There is no for say in take 3 and 4. Between them, that there is days and days and days, or months and months in between in the story. So no, it's continuously going on in that storyline. So yes, I just wanted to share that about the characters, and you have the pirate hunters. In my story, we have these hired by the governance, to hunt jacky. And so let's take 4 now, release it. Yes, it's about the governance, and also it's one of my favorite takes of the 4, 5, and 6. So take 4, jacky goes married. They go back on land, with their ship, the Black Beacon. But they get married, Jacky and Lucy, and I wanted to have that kind of sound, of so, but I wanted to play it myself instead of looking for samples that somebody plays it, So I wanted to play it myself with an organ kind of sound, so also a little bit of violin on the background. So I wanted to have also funny moments, like in the movies, you have funny moments, and I wanted to also have that in my story. But like I said, I wanted to have the story original, as much as possible, and not to copy the movies, Pirates of the Caribbean. I wanted to have my own story, my own take on it. So, but yes, at the end, the take 4, the pirates. And Jacky, and so on, and his mates are imprisoned, of course, taken by the governance. So and then take 5, you will know more, and that is tomorrow released. So how it continues, and then Friday take 6 release. So anyway, but it's a nice, I love the. I was enjoying making this series, and. I had a lot of fun on it, and it's one of the big, if not the biggest project that I've ever have done in years of making music and so on. So yes, the Caribbean of the Pirates and the spin-off story with Athena and the Looking Glass. It's one big story, and I never have done this, and for me it's an enjoy to share that, So and also to give you a way of an example what I have done in the last couple of years, or let's say in my years of making music, all the stuff that I have done, the different kinds of styles and stories and so on. I have done a lot. That's why I release these albums or these stories. So these are available again. But so far so good. 4 takes are already available. Of the Caribbean of the Pirates. And it's nice, to share that, and it's the story, it's incredible, it's just, you can follow it, with each take, with each video of each take. You will see first, of course, the intro. You will hear the intro. You will then see the front and back art cover, and the one that I use it for the CD itself, and then you will see the front art cover, in the first couple of seconds, and then you see the back art cover that will be seen the entire video, because you can follow easily the story in that way. And below the video you will see the track 1, track 2, track 3, not the name of the tracks, because it's too much of work to type it down again, because these are very long track titles. So I keep it like this: track 1, track 2, track 3, verb, and then the time next to it you can jump right into the track that you want to listen. So, but you can easily follow track 4. You can see it in the video. Track 4 is the title. It's about that. So I did it this way. So because there's a lot of work to type track 1 or that, track 2 that, to type it all down with each take is too long of work, and no, I don't want to do that. Just simply track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, and so on. And you see the title in the video anyway, clearly. You can see it clearly. You can follow that story in that way, and through the back art cover. It's fully seen in the video. So, and that will be each for each take. But of course, from Athena and the Looking Glass, from there on, also it will be called a chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So anyway, so and then I will mention also when take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is released, then there is an take 7, I'll call it final take, because back then I wanted to have it as a final take, and then it's over and finished. I wanted to close it off, the story. But no, I need to go on with another. I don't want to explain it now, but I wanted to have another take. It's not called take, it's called reunion, and that says a little bit about what I mean, to continue that story. But that's the last one, the reunion, is take 8, reunion. After that, I decided to have a kind of spin-off album or series, Athena the Looking Glass. But I will talk about it when it's there. So yes, that's a little bit about the story, the Caribbean of the Pirates. Yes, and it has 8 takes, to say it in that way. And then we have the spin-off story. But I will talk about that, but because it's interconnected. But I will talk about that when the 8 takes are released. So see you then with take 5 tomorrow.